Friday Night Lights are back in the Valley and at Sierra Vista. Tonight's game comes with a storyline worth watching. Taylor Rocha joins us live from the Lions Den with what makes the matchup so special. Hey Taylor, I see a lot going on behind you.
Hey Abel, yeah, a lot of action here already. Sierra Vista just got a key interception in this game, so it's safe to say Friday night football is back. You can feel it in the energy. Student section, cheerleaders, I see the band. It is really something, but this game is about so much more than football here tonight, guys. We've got a bit of a family affair, a father and son duo coaching on opposite sidelines. So the Lions are playing host to St. Pius of California. This one obviously coming with that twist I mentioned. Sierra Vista offensive coordinator Leonsha Fields Jr. facing the man who taught him the game, his father Leonsha Fields Sr. with St. Pius. Years of coaching conversations and family huddles, all leading to a Friday night showdown under the lights. What is it going to be like tonight coaching against your dad?
It's a dream come true, really. This would be the bragging rights, you can say, but it'll be a great experience. I love it.
Are you guys competitive?
Very, very competitive. I wish we could play each other, but that time was way gone.
What does it mean to you that he followed in your footsteps?
It means a lot. It means a lot to me that he decided to continue his path and become a coach. I think we both have a gift. I think the gift of working with youth, working with other people. So I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to coach against him. So I'm just excited.
Three generations of Fields men here tonight, and when the clock hits 0, one team celebrates, but for this family, it's always a win. I was told that loser actually has to buy dinner tonight, so there's a lot on the line. We still got a lot of game left to go, but so excited that high school football is back here in the Valley. And coming up, Nick Walters is going to continue our high school football coverage with a player you're going to want to keep an eye on, the top recruit in our state, and a very interesting family tree that comes with him. Stay with us for that, but for now, at Sierra Vista, Taylor Rocha, Channel 13 Sports.
All righty, Taylor, thank you so much for that. Well, our Summerlin South All-Stars are making history for Southern Nevada baseball. The boys from Las Vegas are 4-1 in Williamsport and punched their ticket to the U.S. Championship last night with a 5-3 win over South Carolina. It was a nail-biter of a game, so exciting. Trisha and I were in here screaming as we watched these boys. Garrett Gallasso's go-ahead home run in the final inning lifted Nevada to our state's second-ever American Final Game appearance and the first since Mountain Ridge went in 2014. Our local pro teams continue the outpouring of support today, like two hometown Raiders wishing the team luck.
Yo, what's up? It's Jonah Laulu.
What's up, guys? Kai Kelly.
Hey, we're here with the Raiders. We just want to congratulate y'all, Summerlin South, and we wish y'all good luck tomorrow. Get that dub, represent the city, represent your family, and bring it home, baby.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go, baby.
Keep up
Yes,
the good work. Proud of you guys.
Yes, sir.
That is incredible. Well, schools like Faith Lutheran are shouting out Summerlin South, with 4 of the kids on the team being proud Crusaders. The All-Stars will face Connecticut in the U.S. Championship tomorrow at 12:30. You can actually watch that game right here on Channel 13. And the winner goes on to face the winner between Asia Pacific and Caribbean in the Little League World Series Championship on Sunday. Looking forward to that. We'll still head tonight at 6 o'clock. 2 powerhouse women take center stage right here in Las Vegas. They're inspiring the next generation of leaders. Hear the empowering message from the Latin Chamber's Women in Power Luncheon in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
I'm speaking to you from the city of New Orleans. Nearly empty, still partly underwater, and waiting for life and hope to return.
We lost everything. We lost everything. I don't want to go back.
Wow. Well, August 29th marks 20 years since Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast. In the aftermath of the storm, Las Vegans actually stepped up, deploying to New Orleans or donating supplies.
It was very encouraging to see the level of support that other cities and communities, offered to really help bring New Orleans back. And we're forever grateful for all the assistance that was afforded and provided by other cities and communities just like Las Vegas.
Many survivors also moved here to Las Vegas after that storm. Now we invite you to join us every day next week at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. as we share their stories and show you how locals answered those calls for help. All right, Lynn,
yes.
This extreme heat warning, while it may not feel as hot due to the cloudy overcast that we're seeing throughout the whole entire valley.
It's humid out there.
It is humid and it's definitely hot.
Yeah, it's definitely hot and humid, and it's cloudy, and that extreme heat warning will be in effect until Saturday night, April, due to the really warm overnight temperatures. So it's going to be really hard to cool off each night. We'll take a look at all these numbers in just a second as we take a look outside right now from our Mandalay Bay sky cam. Plenty of clouds out there on this Friday afternoon. We did see a few spotty showers here and there, but not a whole lot going on here right now here in Las Vegas. We have some scattered showers up in Lincoln County around Alamo and Caliente, but still keeping the chance of some scattered showers around and maybe a thunderstorm through the evening time, but better chances as we head into the weekend. It's still going to be plenty hot this weekend. We're still talking about triple digits Saturday as well as Sunday, and when we factor in the humidity, it feels even hotter. So just keep that in mind, and rain chances will continue through most of next week before we're drier by the end of the week. Take a look at these numbers. We started off really warm this morning, our low 89 degrees with all that cloud cover around. Our high this afternoon, because of the cloud cover, kept it down. We were forecasting it to tie the record high 110, but we didn't do that. 105 today, normal high is 102, so just a few degrees above average on this Friday. 103 right now here in Las Vegas, 102 in West Henderson, 100 degrees in Centennial Hills, 102 in Boulder City and Nellis Air Force Base coming in at 104. Wind speeds, not an issue, pretty light across many spots. Out of the southwest here in Las Vegas at 6 miles an hour, we have a light southeast wind in Indian Springs at 10, and these winds are going to be pretty light through the rest of tonight as well. Let's take a look at the dew point temperatures. They're up. There are normal dew point temperatures when the air is dry is about 40 to 44 degrees, and when it's a little higher than that, that means we have moisture out there in the atmosphere, so we can certainly feel that on our skin. So it's going to make it a little more difficult to stay cool when we have that moisture in the air. Big area of high pressure sitting right over the four corners, and it's going to remain there through the rest of the weekend and even into next week. So not a whole lot of change each day. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms and a lot of humidity here in southern Nevada. Chance of maybe a few spotty showers through the overnight hours, and notice lots of cloud cover tomorrow, so that's really going to keep temperatures on the warm side as you get your Saturday going. And on this model here, it's bringing some rain early tomorrow morning, so just a heads up if you have an early start, and we're going to continue to see the scattered showers and thunderstorms around through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening, but better chances up in the higher elevations in places like Lincoln County. And we're going to be right back at it again on Sunday, triple digits Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And by Tuesday, highs will be in the upper 90s, so even though it's going to be a little cooler with the humidity, it's still going to feel pretty oppressive out there. So storm impacts when these storms move on in. If we see them, strong outflow winds, heavy rain can cause flash flooding, and definitely a lightning. So you want to head inside if you see these thunderstorms. 70s, 80s, and 90s tonight, and get ready for a hot day tomorrow. 110 in Overton, 112 in Laughlin with some scattered showers and thunderstorms around. That chance will continue through the weekend into next week. 101 on Monday. By Tuesday, we'll be in the 90s.
Welcome back tonight. Well, today the Latin Chamber hosted its Women in Power luncheon at the South Point Hotel. The group was honoring Raiders president Sandra Douglas Morgan and U.S. Senator Catherine Cortez Masto. The event highlighted women leaders making an impact right here in the Silver State and beyond. Both women echoed a similar sentiment. Young girls can do anything that they set their minds to.
I would say my advice to any young person or any person wanting to get into sports is not to just say, I want to work for an NFL team. I get a lot of that. You know, I want to work for the NFL. That's what I want to do. Well, there's only 32 teams, but you have to be open to try different things that are sports adjacent.
Women are half the population. So we should be out there. We should be involved in all of this. We should be engaged. We should be at the top and not just celebrated once because we're recognizing women have power, but every single day.
Well, now both women are breaking barriers. Douglas Morgan is NFL's first black woman team president, and Cortez Masto is Nevada's first Latina U.S. Senator. Well, next on Channel 13 Live at 6:30, a former inmate is back behind bars accused of supplying deadly synthetic drugs to prisons right here in Nevada. Investigators say the substances found in his home may be linked to several recent prison murders. We'll have the details right after this.
Channel 13 News starts now.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us right here on Channel 13 live at 6:30. I'm Abel Garcia. Well, you definitely feel it outside. The heat is on, but as far as local college students are concerned, summer is almost over. Classes begin at UNLV on Monday. The school rolling out the red carpet today for the 8,000 new students starting this fall. This marks the university's third consecutive year of record enrollment. That includes more than 350 military veterans and families and students from 33 different countries. Ahead of Monday's classes, over 1,700 have moved into campus housing and are getting oriented to college life.
It's a really big jump since a few months ago I just graduated, but it felt like it was yesterday. So coming from senior year to freshman year at a new environment at a university, it feels a little nerve-wracking, but excited as well.
None of my friends came out of state with me, so I'm just here to make new friends and meet new people. And luckily, I've been fortunate enough to meet new people already. I feel like this is going to be my second home for the 4 years that I'm here, and I'm excited to see how far it goes.
Always a very exciting feeling to return back to campus. The College of Southern Nevada Coyotes will also be back on campus Monday morning. I do have to say, though, Lynn, for some of those college students out there, they're going to have to weather out this heat for a little bit because it's going to be hot for quite some time.
It's going to be hot through the weekend and into next week. Abel, even though temperatures are going to be a little cooler next week, the humidity is still going to be around, so still feeling pretty oppressive out there next week. As we take a look at the extreme heat warning and heat advisory map, yes, it's still in effect until Saturday night, so limit your time outdoors and definitely stay hydrated through the weekend into next week. Plenty of clouds out there on this Friday evening. No rain coming from these clouds right now, but we have some spotty showers mainly north of Las Vegas here in Lincoln County as we take a look here on satellite radar view, but plenty of clouds, still keeping that chance of maybe a spot shower through the evening time and later tonight. Still plenty of heat, 103 right now at the airport. Winds not an issue, very light out of the southwest, around 6 miles an hour. And take a look at this overnight low here in Las Vegas. We'll drop down to 90 degrees with clouds around, a slight chance of some showers through the overnight time. So it's going to be a very warm start to your day on Saturday. And we have showers and thunderstorm chances through the weekend coming up. I'll time it out all for you on Futurecast.
Lynn, thank you so much. We'll see you in just a bit. Turning now to the Nevada Department of Corrections, that they are confirming a former inmate has been arrested in Las Vegas, accused of supplying deadly synthetic drugs to prisons in Nevada and in California. 30-year-old Jose Del Collins was taken into custody and now faces multiple felonies. The arrest comes after a series of homicides in the Nevada prisons, and drugs are believed to have played a role in some of them. NDOC officials say these synthetic drugs are made up of common household items like Raid or harsh cleaning chemicals. Prison leaders now plan to implement advanced mail drug detection systems, illegal cell phone tracking, and AI monitoring. All right, well, we have some sad news here for you. Retired Metro Canine Hunter passed away today at just 14 years old. Hunter died doing what he loved the most, training alongside his lifelong partner, retired officer Jeff Corbett. Over his 12-year career, Hunter helped apprehend more than 200 suspects. He survived a stabbing during a 2019 SWAT mission and returned to service without any hesitation. Metro says they are forever grateful for Hunter's service, sacrifice, and unwavering loyalty. Such a beautiful pop. Well, turning now to the economy and Wall Street investors who are certainly liking what they heard from the Fed chair today. There signals a rate cut may be ahead. ABC's Olivia Rubin reports.
Today, the chairman of the Federal Reserve signaling a rate cut may be on the horizon.
With policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance.
Chairman Powell saying he's still cautious, though, warning about President Trump's tariffs, the impacts of immigration on the workforce, and tax changes.
There is significant uncertainty about where all of these policies will eventually settle and what their lasting effects on the economy will be.
For months, Powell has faced significant, unprecedented public pressure to cut rates by President Trump, who's publicly taunted him with the nickname too late, saying today,
Well, we call him too late for a reason. He should have cut him a year ago.
Trump taking aim at the Federal Reserve this week, suggesting he would fire Biden appointee Lisa Cook over allegations about her mortgages, which she denies.
Yeah, I'll fire her if she doesn't resign, yeah.
Now, more changes coming on tariffs, too. Canada announcing it would drop its counter tariffs on the U.S. in order to kickstart the negotiating process.
The situation we're in now is that Canada and the United States have reestablished free trade for the vast majority of our goods. Canada will retain our tariffs on steel, aluminum, and autos as we work intensively with the United States to resolve the issues there.
Despite those ongoing battles, the market jumping at this news from Powell today. The Dow at one point even hitting an all-time high. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
The FBI has conducted a search at the Maryland home and D.C. office of former National Secretary Advisor John Bolton. The search may be connected to allegations from 2020 that Bolton possessed classified material while writing his own book. Bolton is a vocal critic of President Donald Trump. He's denied any wrongdoing, and the Biden administration previously dropped that investigation. But today's warrant suggests new evidence may have emerged.
There's a thing when you get a warrant to search somebody, it has to be fresh. It has to be timely. You can't say you found something 5 years ago and now you want to go search for it.
Now, as the search warrants were being executed, FBI Director Kash Patel posted on social media, quote, "No one is above the law." Patel testified during his confirmation hearings that he would not use the Bureau to seek retribution against the president's political adversaries. Well, Texas lawmakers are focusing this week on more than just redrawing congressional districts. They're also taking action in the wake of this summer's historic deadly flooding that swept away young campers and caused so much loss of life. Here's Scripps News investigative correspondent Patrick Terpstra.
137 people died during the July 4th flooding in Texas. Lawmakers in the state are now taking action to try to make sure that that staggering level of loss never occurs again. As we learned when we reported from there weeks ago, the community knew the threat was real, but no one expected the Guadalupe River could rise to dangerous levels without warning, washing away RV parks and campgrounds. We found Kerr County, Texas, where the worst flooding occurred, had deferred installing a flood warning system. Texas lawmakers are now meeting in a special session to consider legislation that would mandate outdoor sirens in flood-prone areas, also give counties more power to regulate flood areas, and study the cost of developing more flood infrastructure as Texas braces for more disasters like this in the future.
It is becoming very, very disturbing with homes that have never flooded in 50 or 75 years. We had the wettest July ever in my county last month, 20 inches of rain. Homes that have never flooded are now flooding due to upstream development.
Many of the bills the legislature is now considering would establish new safety standards for youth camps, including no new licenses for campgrounds located in flood-prone areas, also weather radios at all campgrounds, and 2 internet lines for redundancy during an emergency, and escape hatches on the roofs of cabins near rivers. And anytime there is a flash flood warning ever again, a requirement that campers should be evacuated. Patrick Terpstra, Scripps News Group, Washington.
Well, for the first time in 5 months, Kilmar Abrego Garcia is no longer in federal custody. He walked out of a detention center near Nashville today. The Maryland father was wrongfully deported to El Salvador in March, then brought back to the U.S. to face human smuggling charges. He'll await trial from Maryland after 2 judges approved his release. He must stay with his brother in Maryland and follow other strict conditions to prevent another deportation before his trial in January. Lyle Menendez made his case for parole today via video just 1 day after his brother Eric was denied. The Menendez brothers are serving 50 years to life for the 1989 murders of their parents in Beverly Hills. Eric was denied a parole after a lengthy hearing with the board citing his past behavior and prison violations. Now, Lyle hopes to convince the board he deserves a second chance.
With the Lyle parole hearing, I doubt the parole board is going to do anything different. My opinion is that the parole board is going to treat the brothers exactly the same way.
With a denial of parole for Eric Menendez, his family attorneys are hoping to convince a judge he can get a whole new trial, or for clemency from Governor Gavin Newsom. A decision on Lyle's fate is expected within the